Hello again, math geniuses. Let's talk about what is a common denominator and least common denominator. So for the purposes of our illustration, we have a $10 bill, a quarter, and a nickel. If you wanted to cash in a quarter and a $10 bill and replace those with nickels, how many nickels would you get back? If we knew how many nickels there were in a $10 bill, and if we knew how many nickels there were in a quarter, then we could simply add them up and we'd know how many nickels we have. But until we know how many nickels make up each of our two denominations here, we really can't add up how many nickels we have. That's the idea of a common denominator. So how many nickels are in a $10 bill? Well, if 20 nickels make $1, then 200 nickels makes $10. And how many nickels make up a quarter? Well, that's 5 nickels. Now look what we have here. Nickels, nickels. Common denominators, you see? If you wanted to cash in a quarter and a $10 bill and replace those with nickels, how many nickels would you get back? You would get 205. And we were able to determine that because we figured out what the two denominations have in common in terms of nickels. Why don't we do a few where we're just going to figure out the least common denominators. We're not even going to worry about if we're adding or subtracting. All we're going to do is find some least common denominators. 2 over 3 and 1 over 7. Just to keep it interesting, I'll change colors. And maybe we'll do 3 over 5 and 5 over 6. Then how about let's do 4 over 5 and 7 over 9. And then finally let's do 6 over 7 and 8 over 9. So in the blue fractions, you have 3 and 7 in the denominators. Your larger number is the 7, so that's one we're going to start with. And then you just start the multiplication facts. 7 times 1 is 7. Can you multiply 3 times something and get 7? The answer is no. 7 times 2 is 14. Can you multiply 3 times something and get 14? The answer is also no. 7 times 3 is 21. Can you multiply 3 times something and get 21? Yes. So what's the least common denominator? It's not 3. It's not 7. It's 21. Let's go to the green fraction. Identify the larger number in the denominators. Which one is bigger, 5 or 9? And it's 9. 9's the larger number, of course. Can you multiply 9 times something and get 9? Yes, 9 times 1. Can you multiply 5 times something and get 9? No. Back downstairs. 9 times 2 is 18. Can you multiply 5 times something and get 18? The answer is no. Back downstairs again. 9 times 3 is 27. Can you multiply 5 times something and get 27? No. 9 times 4 is 36. Can you get 36 from there? Nope. 9 times 5 is 45. Can you get to 45 from there? Aha, yes we can. So what's the least common denominator in the green set? 45. Let's go to the orange set. Let's take a look at our denominators. We have a 5 and a 6. 6 times 1 is 6. Can you multiply 5 times something and get 6? No. 6 times 2 is 12. Can you multiply 5 times something and get 12? The answer is no. 6 times 3 is 18. Can you multiply 5 times something and get 18? That answer is also no. 6 times 4 is 24. Can you multiply 5 times something and get 24? No. 6 times 5 is 30. Can you multiply 5 times something and get 30? Yes. And so the least common denominator for the orange set is 30. Now to the brown set. 6 over 7, 8 over 9. Obviously 9 is the larger denominator of the two. So 9 times 1 is 9. Can we multiply 7 times something and get 9? And the answer is no. 9 times 2 is 18. Can we get to 18 from there? No. 9 times 3 is 27. Can we get to 27 from there? No. 9 times 4 is 36. Can we get to 36 from here? No. 9 times 5 is 45. Can we get to 45 from here? The answer is no. 9 times 6 is 54. No. 9 times 7 is 63. Ha! Yes! So our least common denominator is going to be 63. That'll do it for this installment, Math Geniuses. If you have any questions or comments or need any further help, the email address is deliomath@gmail.com. See you next time, Math Geniuses.